from the 41. Here's second down and 3. On play action, here's Williams. Again, it's Johnson. He'll get it inside the 20. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And they can't bring him down. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. They'll start on the ground. Hall. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. From just shy of midfield, here's a second down and 9. Hall want to give up the middle. And good running, going to get this down close to a first at the Saints' 43-yard line. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 48 yards rushing so far, and this is just their first possession. They've got a new set of downs here.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
In motion right, that's Metcalf. Now they'll throw with Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tucker. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. Straight ahead is Hall. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. They'll run with Hall. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
That's good power football on 1st and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. Give him right around 4 on the carry. We'll see if they want to keep pounding here on 3rd and goal.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here. 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Hall. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Breece Hall with his 6th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Broncos are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Brandon Aubrey now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one, but now playing here on Thursday night. Do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
These two teams all tied after one.
That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied.
Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They run over center with Benson, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
To throw, it's Williams. But it's caught. Tompkins. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Third and 5. Throwing is Williams. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll bring him down 1 yard shy after a pickup of 4.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And he gets this one across midfield for the first down to the 46. They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Forced out to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Second and 10. To the air, Williams. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on third. Looking to throw is Williams. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Afitu Melifonwu. And the Broncos are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Third and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. Third and long, got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot. But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. He'll find Metcalf. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now Carr shifting his guys around a bit. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
They'll get this out wide to Metcalf. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Here's Carr to throw. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Trey Tucker from 10 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Aubrey now for the PAT. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Next to score, Broncos 14, Saints 7.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. Coming up at halftime in a little less than 2 minutes, we'll send you to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman is standing by. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they get this game tied up.
That one complete to Leggett. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 1.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? It looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Over the middle, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. To throw, Williams. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And that'll give him a short yardage situation here for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Williams. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Throwing again here, Williams. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Forget the run on 3rd and 1. They shock the D and rip off a pretty big play. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. Back to throw again. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them out of the end zone as the first half winds down.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. A great play there as the first half is winding down. And the Saints have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Elliott good with a PAT, and that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25.
The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
A loss of 8 that time, and it brings up third down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot here before half for Carr. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. The final shot before break. Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
Jake Elliott set to kick off.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Broncos take over first and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Throws left side. Atwell's got it. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. From midfield, here's Carr. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Tucker. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. They'll give to Hall. Nifty move. Still going. Still on his feet. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Breece Hall with his second touchdown of the night. And the Broncos have moved out in front. So that CD, that was impressive. He got out of 3, maybe 4 tackles there on his way to the end zone.
And a lot of times when you break a tackle or slip a tackle, it actually slows you down. That's what we were taught. If you don't make the play, make him stop his feet so someone else can get there and tackle him. But not here. He just kept right on going.
Now the extra point up and good by Aubrey.
And the lead is now 21-14.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. It's DJ Turner who's got it.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
Well, the defense obviously could not have drawn up a better start to the second half. They're holding on to that slim lead, just looking for a stop. Not only do they get the stop, Charles, they get the pick 6.
Another example that life comes at you fast, doesn't it? One play ago, they were defending a slim lead coming out of the break. Now they're one more stop away from thinking about a possible put-away drive.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Another run here with Benson. And he'll get a couple up to the 29.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Takes it across the 40-yard line. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Has it. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. It looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
Open man downfield is Johnson. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 32-yard line. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. It's DJ Turner who's got it. And the Broncos will take over here just shy of the 30.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
And his throw here is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Throwing now is Carr. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first two throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. On play action, now Carr. He's going to look deep down the field. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. And the Saints are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
The Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2nd and 1. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. Sheds him off at the 45. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That's good for the Saints. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Benson. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. Here now, 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
They give him about 4 on the play, but he's marked short, so it'll be 3rd and about the length of the football. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Running out of the gun here with Benson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Oh, they're changing this at the line. They get this out quickly to the left side. Runs over it and just shedding him off there. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. There's your top target. Johnson hauls in another catch. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
It's a game of 11. That's good for another Saints.
Here's Williams.
Being chased out left. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. This will cost him 11 yards there on the 2nd and goal sack.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Pick it up.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Got a man, that's Leggett.
They do get 8 out of the pitch and catch. However, it's 4th down.
Completed pass brings up a 4th down situation. Do you play analytics on this one? Well, you know, what do your analytics tell you about going for it here? I wonder what they would say.
They tell me you're down by this margin 4th quarter. You're going.
My God, I can't believe what I want.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
They'll go. Here's Williams.
And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
And they'll get him down here at the 23. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Here's Hall again.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. Shotgun now for Carr.
That is caught. Kincaid with it. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the 1st down.
For a tight end, he's got good straight line speed, and on that route, he's often the guy that gets overlooked. Nice job there of finding him in stride for really good yardage.
A couple of 1st downs, has the football positioned at the 43 as they come up 1st and 10. Carr going to look to throw.
Open man is Atwell, complete. And he'll get about 6 there before he is taken down rather rudely and abruptly. Second down and 4.
Carr.
Short throw. He's got Kraft. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
This is caught inside the 15. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown.
DK Metcalf, 43 yards. And the Broncos have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. Aubrey now for the point after. The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play. Well, trailing here in the fourth quarter, and that personal foul, that only adds to the hole that they're currently standing in.
Yeah, absolutely a bad job of just losing your cool and letting your anger take over. Mistakes like that, not going to help you at this stage of the game.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. Looking to throw is Williams. That one completes illegal. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's 3rd and 6. Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Throwing is Williams. Got a man. That's Liggett. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go.
And inches at the 39-yard line.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. To the air once more, Williams. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. Boy, Charles, you hate to see this for a rookie quarterback. You're hoping it doesn't shake his confidence, but that confidence, it might be shaken because that is 4 interceptions for him now in this ballgame.
It has to be shaken. Wouldn't be human if you weren't. Doesn't matter whether you're a rookie or a veteran. 4 interceptions, you're not sure what you're doing out there. So to me as a coaching staff, I would think very hard about getting him out and trying it again another day.
He's going to let this one go deep. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's probably safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he will not get away from the pressure here. Carr taken down. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for the Broncos, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And now they'll have a few extra days here before they face the Panthers next week.
Meanwhile, for New Orleans, they dropped just their second game so far as they fall to 5-2. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.